Welcome to Serious Software's e-commerce training series. In this video, we will be covering how to use the Online Designer options for creating custom colors and fonts. Inside our e-commerce admin panel, we want to navigate to our Online Designer settings on the left-hand menu option. There are four options inside this menu for custom colors, custom color groups, custom fonts, and custom font groups. We start with custom colors. You'll see that there is a wider range of system colors preloaded into the software. However, if you're working with a particular customer and you need to meet their certain color palette, you can create a new color. You have the option to enter the RGB or the CMYK values for that color. You only have to enter one. We will configure the other one based on the settings you provide. Then you'll give it a name. If this is for a specific customer or a specific storefront, you might want to consider putting the brand name in the name of the color so that you can find it and search for it easily. However, it's not required. If you would like to just put it in as the normal color name, you can do that. The difference between the RGB and the CMYK values for this option is the RGB is typically what will show for the customer on the screen, and the CMYK is what is provided in the print PDF that's downloaded to Documents tab of the order when the e-commerce order is synced to Control. The main note about any colors, whether they're custom or system defined, you may have the customers complain that their on-screen previews do not look the same as the color that they're expecting. Very often this is more about the resolution or the screen settings of their monitor, not so much the colored store values. That is why we provide the CMYK value as an option that the designer can see when you get the PDF. So if any of your customers are saying the colors don't quite look right, you can assure them that the designer will see the colors in the print-ready PDF and be able to confirm that it is the correct color available. If you don't know the CMYK value or you're just creating a color that you kind of like, you do have the option to navigate on the swatch to find the color that you are looking for. Once you've created your color, you can hit Save Changes, and that will save the color to your color palette. If you want to create custom color groups, you can come down to color groups. The reason for this might be as you're working through a storefront, you want to lock them down to a certain group of colors, not have the whole palette open to them, but only really their brand or their palette available to them. I have created an example here for Subway. So I have given it a name for the color group so I can know who that is attached to, and I can easily search for it in my product options. And then when I associate my colors, I would come to the Associated Colors tab. You can see I've added green, yellow, and white as options, which are kind of Subway's standard colors. Maybe not the exact colors, but they're color options. But I've also included some basic colors for the black in here so that if they're doing any kind of text options or anything of that nature, that they can use that for overlaying on those colors. To add more colors, you can come into Associated Colors. You can check or uncheck options for what options that you want to add. You also have a search option here. So there are a lot of colors already loaded in the system. So if you're looking for a particular group of colors, you can use your search options to make sure that you bring back the palettes that you're looking for. Once you've added all the colors you want to add to your palette, click Save, and it'll update your color scheme here on the Associated Colors tab. Now, hitting Save only adds it to this tab. You will want to come back to the General tab and save changes here so that it saves those changes to the overall group. We do allow for the ability to add custom fonts to the software as well. So we have preloaded the system with most of the common fonts used on online platforms. So you have your list here of what is system defined. However, if there's something else that you need for a specific customer, you can add custom fonts. When you come into the new font option, please read the disclaimer on this screen. You are responsible for all font licensing uploaded to the storefront. We do offer multiple supported format types listed here in the first paragraph. And most commonly, we're uploading or supporting bold italic, the underline option. Some medium fonts are supported. If you're having issues, please send a copy of the font family to ecommerce@serious.com. Let us know which version of the font you're trying to use and that isn't working properly, and we can take an evaluation on whether or not it's something that we can support on the website. To upload your font, you would just hit upload, search for your font and give it a name, and then hit save changes. Similar to color groups, you can create font groups here as well. So basically giving it a name and associating with it what fonts you want available for that particular artwork, palette, or profile. So if you have very specific lettering and options available to a customer, then you can group those options together and then attach them to the relevant artwork. Those are the 4 options that we have for the online designer. If you remember in our product view of the online designer, once you've created those colors and groups, if you want to attach them to your product, you're navigating to the image tab, coming into your palette, and then coming into your permissions for that particular artwork. And then setting your fonts and colors accordingly. It is a per product change, so if you have a bunch of products that work the same way, probably best to create the first one, then duplicate that so then you have some of that preset for you. If you have any questions about using the custom colors or fonts, please email us at ecommerce@serious.com. You can join us on the Q&A session for the e-commerce platform, or you can submit a support request through the help menu in the top right-hand corner for any further questions or issues working with those 4 options. Thank you for joining us on today's session, and have a great day.